Salutations everybody, this is Overlord Assure, and I'm just chilling here at my house watching Outlaw Kai over here play Lost Planet. Say what up, man.
Yo, what up?
And yeah, it's just it's a few days later after well, more like a week later since we was doing that discussion about the unpleasable fan bases of Nintendo, and we was kind of covering up Zeldas. Now, as I was saying, when you associate the Zelda fanboys, I mean, they could be broken up to a couple of ones. You got your Link to the Past fanboys.
Yeah, Link's Awakening. Well, I wouldn't say Link's Awakening.
Yeah, not too much on Link's Awakening. You got
Ocarina, obviously.
Ocarina obviously being the biggest batch of the fanboys.
Like 80% of the fanboys.
You got your Wind Waker. You got your Wind Waker fanboys, and you got your Twilight Princess fanboys. But when you associate Zelda fanboys, it's usually the Ocarina of Time motherfuckers. And yeah, these are the guys that get upset that with every new Zelda game, it's not an Ocarina of Time 2.5. And my brother just came in here. Say what up, nigga.
Who are you talking to?
We're just making a continuation of that rant that we did on Saturday.
Oh, you about to make a video?
Yeah. Well, no. We are.
Oh.
Shut up.
Yeah, as I was saying, freaking the Ocarina of Time fans. Like I said, these are the guys that'll sit there. They'll be all upset over freaking the new Zelda not being a freaking Ocarina of Time 2.5. Mind you, they have Majora's Mask,
which was, you could almost consider it a 2.5.
Dude, I would consider it like a sequel.
Yeah, I mean,
I consider it a 3.0.
Yeah, but according to these hardcore, Ocarina of Time fags, oh no, it's not a direct sequel because
it's too different.
Mask.
And you got freaking, and then you got this game, freaking the latest. Well, no, I wouldn't call it the latest one. Freaking latest console one, freaking Twilight Princess.
Yeah. Which apparently a lot of people just, a lot of the fans, they disregard it. I don't know why they disregard it.
Personally, I found the game to be boring. I'm
you
sorry.
know that game is boring when you could use that game to hack your Wii.
Yeah, true that.
Freaking, I'm sorry. It's just the beginning to that game is so slow paced, man.
Yeah,
it's so goddamn.
The pacing to
I'm still stuck at the second town, the second area that you gotta go to. That's how boring it is.
That's the area where we have to like traverse through a canyon to
get more light bugs.
Yeah, to get more light bugs, pretty much. You have to go through a canyon to get light bugs, and then from there, of course, you end up like in this sort of town by like a river or something, and there's more light bugs there waiting to be found and stuff. And it's just like if this is gonna continue with the next town and keep going like this up until the final boss battle, like it's
pretty much supposed to be up until you find the 3 pieces of that mask for that Midna's supposed to wear some fucking shit. I was like whatever. I'll probably get back to it sometime later in the future or whatever, but just not now.
Yeah.
Just
I know
not
you're
now.
gonna play.
But mind you, game feels like a freaking Ocarina of Time 2.5, and once again the Zelda fans are still whining about it.
Oh yeah, of course. Because they didn't like the whole night and day stuff.
Mind you, it has the freaking same feel to it. You might as well call it most people would call it fucking Ocarina of Twilight.
Yeah, Ocarina of Twilight, pretty much. Yeah, because I mean, pretty much, once you get your fucking horse and stuff, you can just pretty much do the same shit you was doing in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, once that whole 6-year thing passed.
Yeah.
But whatever. I'm like, no, not even 6, 7, whatever. Doesn't matter.
I mean, you know what I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
When you get the horse and you pretty much doing that whole free roaming shit, and yet people still calling it foul of Wind Waker because I don't like the simple idea that you're on a boat, sailing from island to island.
I'm sorry. It's like I just love the level of exploration in that shit.
Dude, it was pretty much like an open sandbox.
It's like, son, you're freaking sailing on a ship, just going from island to island. What do you mean it's not awesome?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm like, whatever.
But the Zelda fans, once again, unpleasable fan base, they can't accept change for some reason.
Can't accept fucking change. But moving on from Zelda, let's see, we talked about, right, we just talked about Zelda. Alright, let's talk about Metroid for a second. Now I'm pretty much the one with the least experience when it comes to as far as the games go. You have the most, but I have the most experience with the with the fanboys. That's which is kind of weird. You would say, but yeah, you have got to love how apparently most people will sit there. When you talk to the average Metroid fan, they'll sit there and tell you that the last greatest game ever made was Super Metroid. Mind you, this was on the SNES.
Yeah, that is true.
And when you ask them which is the worst game in the series, they'll just talk about Prime, as in the entire series.
I'm sorry, and I put this out as a challenge. You know, you can suck my big fat cock when it comes to Prime. Prime was an awesome ass game because pretty much a lot of the fans were talking about I don't think that they're gonna be able to nail it with the whole first person platform and stuff. And dude, they nailed it perfectly. I mean, aside from graphics, this was on Nintendo GameCube, which was one of the most underrated systems of last gen. And the graphics were just crisp. The platforming was well paced. It was pretty awesome. The boss battles, obviously it's a Metroid game. They were challenging, and yet you got these ungrateful guys, ungrateful fanboys who didn't appreciate it. Look, I'm pretty sure you guys, for whoever's gonna be watching this video, I'm pretty sure they saw our rant on Resident Evil. And it's like pretty much what me and the guy said. You're a true fan of a series, when you accept the game for what it is and actually enjoy it. Like,
you accept the strengths and its weaknesses, but you
much.
can still find a way to enjoy it.
Yeah, and if you can't do that with the same with Metroid, then you don't deserve to like. You're pretty much not a fan.
It's like I can understand if there's maybe one entry or two that you may disagree with certain mechanics or whatnot, but hate an entire
series after just
to hate an entire section of the fucking series, like, goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's like I say, you don't deserve it. So you don't deserve to call yourself a fan. For that, especially when they bitch and complain about like the most simplest of shit,
it's like if you didn't have the fans complaining about Metroid being in first person, you had the people who didn't mind the first person, but hated the fact that there was platforming in it.
Yeah,
platforming, a Nintendo game series, derp,
like ass,
fucking
damn,
bitch McBitchstein, man.
No, yeah, pretty much.
And then, of course, you got motherfuckers actually complaining about Metroid and Other M.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like, it's, from what I heard is that it's Team Ninja, so, of course, you're gonna expect it to be, over-the-top action, especially, since it's gonna be in third person this time, so you can actually have, Metroid running around. Of course, she's still gonna be running around with a traditional arm cannon and whatnot. The only thing about it is that now they imply the whole focus of her actually fighting the enemies and whatnot.
Yeah, it's like you got people complaining about the game because of the simple fact that Team Ninja's doing it, and two, the fact that they're actually putting emphasis on the story. And
yeah,
I'm like,
when I heard Other M is supposed to take place right after Super Metroid, right?
I don't know. I gotta look it up. I gotta look that shit up, but. The fact that they're complaining about they're putting emphasis on the story, it's probably one of Nintendo's few franchises that they can actually sit there and they can work a story with. You can't really do it with Mario, and you sure as hell can't do it with Pokemon.